Hello everyone, welcome to Moon Mage-Tarot. This is weekly tarot messages. These messages are essentially just a little snapshot about what could be coming out for you in your week ahead. Or, I always say this and I'm going to sound like a broken record, whenever you happen to land on these weekly messages, regardless of what week they're coming out, is when you were meant to hear them. But they're essentially just here to help guide you forward in your week ahead. So we look at the overall energies, the challenges, guidance and advice, and potential outcomes that are or may be showing up for you in this week that you land on these messages. So give yourself a second to feel into messages 1 through 4, and I will get started here with message number 1. Hello, message 1. Let's have a look and see what may be showing up for you guys this week. Okay, we've got health. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Nice. So perhaps some of you have been feeling like it might be a good time to take better care of yourselves. Maybe you're even experiencing a few health issues or problems by way of, indigestion. I don't know why I'm feeling indigestion immediately, but indigestion or tummy troubles, or maybe just generally feeling a little bit low, sluggish, and it's time that you need to kick your own butt and get into gear and start taking care of this. Either way, I feel like because it's talking about new friendships potentially on the horizon as well, I feel like some of you could make new connections at like a gym or a spa or something to that effect where you are trying to take better care of your health. Even in like a situation where you've signed up for something like Noom where you're eating clean, or Jenny Craig, something along those lines where you could make really long lasting positive connections. Either way, when the overall message is it's time to take care of your health, it's a heads up from the universe that now is the time, because if you let it go, it could only potentially become more difficult, a little bit worse for you in the long run. So something to keep in mind. That's not to scare you. It's just, I suspect that some of you are already feeling this and thinking about it, and maybe you're spending a lot of time thinking about it, but there's no action behind it. And I think the spirit universe is saying, no, it's time to take action on it. We've got love. Compassion. Wow. Okay, I'm starting to think some of you might have, some of this might be leaning into emotional health as well. So let's just see what else comes out. Healing, yeah. Wow. Ooh, and good luck. Nice. Okay. All right. Message 1. I don't think that this is just a physical thing for many of you. I think that you're also struggling mentally, emotionally, and feeling really imbalanced. So seeking out connections by way of maybe therapists or groups, people who could help you through your mental or emotional situations where you're feeling a little bit alone in it. Like joining a group where other people are experiencing what you might be experiencing, also a good idea this week. But the overall message here with love and compassion coming out, right? Because this is like the main energy that spirit wants you to focus on. And I think it's self-love, right? Having compassion for yourself. Perhaps you always put your needs, wants, desires on the back burner for the sake of all others. And this is not the week to do it. It's time to put your mental, emotional, and physical health at the forefront and make it a priority. And have compassion for yourself. You're allowed to want and need things. And I feel like Spirit's really highlighting how necessary this is for you this week. And then with healing here, right? It's like Spirit saying, if there was ever going to be a great time for you to heal from any one thing this week, it is this week. It is now. The time is now. The healing process needs to begin, and you're going to see a lot of positive luck as a result of this, right? It's sort of like If you've been really struggling with something mentally, emotionally, or physically for quite a long time, you've been putting what you want and need on the back burner, this is not the time where you won't see results. Quite the opposite. This is the time where you will find the right connection, workout, therapist, group to connect with, people. This is the time. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but that's what I'm feeling really strongly here for my message ones. I feel that it's been something of a question mark for you for a long time. Like, how do I move through this? How do I get on the other side of this? All these issues. I'm very out of sorts. I'm discombobulated. I'm not feeling particularly well in all these various ways, but I just don't have the time to give over to myself to heal these things out and become more whole and renewed. And it's like, Spirit's like, no more putting yourself on the back burner. Show yourself love and compassion. We're going to bring you the right connections, workouts, food, diet ideas, therapists, people in the very near future. And we just want you to be open enough and love yourself enough to say yes to this offering. That's the biggest energy I feel here for my message one choosers. Now is the time to heal. Now is the time of positive results as you say yes to this healing for yourself. It feels long overdue. I keep getting this feeling, like this thought rolling around in my head of long overdue, long overdue, long overdue, like sacrificing yourself for the sake of all others, and it's only made your mental, emotional, and physical well-being more out of balance. So it's sort of like, the universe is stepping in and saying, no more, no more. Now is the time. We've got you covered. We're bringing it all to you. You just have to say yes to it. Love yourself enough to say yes to it and receive. Yes, okay. I'm just going to pull one final message here to cap this off. One flew out and one turned over, so we're going to take both of those. That was quick. All right, so the one that flew over, vibration. Nice. Okay, your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. This is amazing. I feel like it goes really well with this reading because it's sort of like saying you've been feeling this call. You know that it's time and that you could be doing so much better and so much stronger. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, we're trying to raise your vibration, and it starts with all the mundane things like the physicality, the emotional balance, mentally becoming stronger and more stable. This is a result of that vibration being raised. I think it's already starting to happen here for many of my message one choosers, but there's some work to be done to make it the transition to this higher vibration smoother for you. And luck is on your side this week if you say yes to doing this for yourself. Nice. Then we've got inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Yes. There's definitely some emotional upset here and mental instability and imbalance going on here for my message ones. And now is the time to really get this back into a state of balance. I feel really strongly that you're going to be helped with this week. It's just a matter of saying yes to yourself and the opportunities that are coming as a result of this. I love that inner alchemy because it goes really well with your vibration being raised as well. Yeah, when you react to fear with love, inner alchemy, that transformation, that higher vibration where you're feeling better and more whole again, that's what shows up for you. So really say yes to yourself and any opportunities that come your way this week in regards to making a physical change, a mental change, an emotional change, groups, people, new friendships that want to help you with anything to do with these areas. It's all going to be a positive thing for you, and luck is on your side with this. That healing is going to be very available as a result of this, and you become a higher vibrating, more authentic version of yourself as a result of this. So if for no other reason, say yes to yourself for that. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have a fabulous week and make this a week all about yourself and what you need mentally, emotionally, and physically. Take care, guys. Hello, message 2. Let's have a look and see what is showing up for you guys this week. First message was all about self-care. Signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. Ooh, okay. So message 2, be on the lookout for signs and omens that are going to help dictate your choices if you're open to receiving them. So really keep that in mind. If something feels like, oh, I feel like that was a message for me, that lyric resonated with me in that song, it really stood out, or that bird that showed up at my window, the coin I found at my feet, if it feels like a sign, it is, so don't discount it. You're going to be receiving a lot of messaging this week. It's like Spirit's trying to get your attention, so be open to it. Ooh. Okay, that's, how many cards is that? 3, okay. We need one more. All right, so we have 3 cards that fell out here. So I'm going to take them in the order they fell out. Look at that. This came out as a potential outcome for message 1. Good luck. Good luck is on your side this week. And this is the overall energy. This is a lucky week for you. But again, I feel like it's always connected to that main energy showing up, which is signs, right? Paying attention to messaging around your future direction, and don't discount it. Really be open to what's coming through. It may even be that some of you are going to receive a message by way of a cat. You know, a cat crosses your path just as you're thinking about something, and it's like, go back to that thought. That's us trying to get your attention. Healing. Wow. This is very much connected so far to the other reading. This has been a challenge, it looks like here, for my message 2 choosers. It's coming out in the challenge position, suggesting that it's like, the feeling I get here for you guys is it's like you've started the healing journey, you're becoming a higher, more authentic version of yourself, but it's been a bit stalled and you're kind of stuck and you're not sure where to go from here. All the more reason to be paying attention to what shows up for you this week, because you've got good luck, positive energy on your side, and you've got, you know, spirit, universe coming in to bring you signs and messaging to show you the way through to finish this healing cycle. Compassion. Wow. All of this came out in message number 1. So if you were grappling between message 1 and 2, a pattern's emerging here for this week so far. Having compassion for yourself, showing compassion for others. And because it's in a piece of guidance and advice, maybe some of you have wondered if you could be doing a career, a job, a side hustle, a hobby that has to do with being compassionate for others in some sort of form where you're the healer. If that feels like it's resonating with you, I feel like this is your yes from the universe saying, yeah, you have the ability to help others, but first we must make sure that you're in a really good way, that you're vibrating high, that you're whole, that you've released these other energies that could be stuck or blocked right now, so that you can absolutely say yes to doing something along these lines. And then we've got, look at this, friendship. I really recommend that perhaps my message 2 choosers go back and look at message 1. It may be for you that that's your first step, and then this is what follows. Because it was all about needing to give time and attention to self-care and healing in mentally, emotionally, physically. But you've got, as an outcome or a potential outcome here for you, is positive friendships on the horizon as a result of following this guidance. I really think maybe some of my message 2 choosers are healers. You are somebody who provides a lot of solace and comfort. You're very empathic, and you may need to be getting yourself prepared to give these gifts that you hold within yourself out to the world in some way, in some capacity, but you've been stalled and stuck, so you're not really maybe doing too much with it, and it's like you're being called to service, but first we must heal out these last little blocks and issues that are stopping you from doing it. I definitely think for some of you it's a imposter syndrome kind of thing, a little lack of confidence or self-esteem, like, can I really do this? I feel like the answer is absolutely yes, you can. And you're going to be called to pay attention this week to receive the signs and the messaging and trust what comes through. If it's saying, we want you to try this, we want you to show up like that, we want you to be seen in this kind of way, talk to that person. I feel like even if it scares you a little bit, go ahead and do it. You're being called to service. That's what's really rolling around within my mind as I'm doing this reading. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt your abilities. Don't doubt your capacity to really help and grow others. And for others, if this is a different thing, if you're like, there is this new direction that I keep thinking about, it's not by way of, helping others through, healing or empathy or whatever it is, that doesn't matter. It's still a call to action to do that thing that's calling you, whatever it is. For some of you, it could even be something creative. I'm not sure why I'm feeling that, but I think it could be. Either way, you've got positive energy on your side. You've got spirit showing up in a big way. The universe wants to show you how to move through this stuck energy, heal it out, show up as that love, compassion for yourself, for others. And there's this beautiful synergy with connections as a result of you answering this call. Yeah, I definitely think some of you are very, very empathic, very, did that card? I'm just going to put that back in there. I really think some of you have the capacity to help others in a very big way, in some way, shape, or form. But I think a lot of you are doubting your abilities and capacities to do this. It could even be some of you are psychic yourself, or want to do something like what I'm doing right now, or you've had this thought about completely up, turning up your life upside down and going in a completely different direction, and that would be scary. But I feel like Spirit's saying, no, it's time. We're definitely energetically at a time of endings and new beginnings, and I feel like that's a big message here for my message to choosers. Earth Guide, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Compassion, right? Yeah, and I think that you've got a lot to offer people. I think you've got a big, juicy, loving heart, and the world needs more of it, but you're hiding it away for whatever reason. It's time to step up. Your sacred calling upon this planet is simply love, is to simply love and be loved. Sorry about that, guys. Getting discombobulated. Strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Okay, that makes me think that some of you have really been through it. You've had a lot of disappointment, a lot of perceived failure, a lot of things go wrong. Like, all your tries have never resulted in the outcome that you were hoping for. But I feel like Spirit's saying these were lessons, not life sentences. I'll say this a lot. You have so much to give, offer. Stay strong in your resolve, and know that anything that didn't work out before, the timing wasn't right, or the situation wasn't as good as it could be, or maybe you had more healing that needed to be done so you could show up in a bigger and better way. But that is the energy that's coming in now. You're more ready than you think you are. It's just time to say yes to yourself. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have the most amazing, beautiful week, and really be alert and pay attention to the signs and omens that the universe is sending you this week. They're really important. Take care, guys. Hello, message number 3. So far, message 1 and 2 have been very connected, so I'm interested to see if there's going to be a pattern unfolding for all of us this week. Luck. So luck has shown up in the other 2 readings as well, in a different context, but either way. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. Nice. So you've got luck on your side this week, which is always a nice overarching energy to see showing up. Let's see what else is coming out with that. jumpers. All right, we've got, boundaries. Transformation. Travel. Talent. Wow. These messages showing up for this week are very synchronistic and very connected. All right, let's talk about this message 3, boundaries. Okay, with this positive energy showing up for you this week, with Spirit saying, oh, luck's on your side, there's been a shift, there's been a change in the energy around you as far as timing goes. We really want you to lean into it and say yes to it. As it says, excellent time for networking, so making really good positive connections for yourself. Boundaries, though, overarching message right next to the luck energy is, where do you need better boundaries? Where are you giving yourself away to your own detriment? Really think about that this week. It's no is a complete sentence that I feel is going to be very necessary for you to utilize this week, right? So that you don't wear yourself too thin and you're open to what the universe is trying to bring your way. I suspect you're always doing for others, and then you're giving yourself away, your energy gets depleted, and you've got nothing left. Not this time. I think Spirit's saying you really need to create some healthy boundaries around that so that you don't miss opportunities that are showing up. And it's just reiterated by this transformation energy, right? Because this is always the challenge card, always the challenge position. What's been difficult? Change. Seeing change, receiving change, having your life transform in a beautiful, positive way. And it's like it's connected to this lack of boundaries and not being able to have others understand and see that you need to take care of you, that you need to do things that are going to uplift and benefit you, not just others. I'm getting a parental energy here for some of my message 3s. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but I definitely feel like for some of you, you're so busy caring for family that you forget to care for yourself and that you have wants, needs, and desires. And this week is showing up with positive energy to help start this transformation, but it does require your availability for it. Now we've got travel here in the piece of, in the position, rather, of guidance, wisdom, and advice. The need for change, for things to shift, to move, to transform, to go to something better. You see she's pregnant here too, and a lot of times this card is metaphorical, as in it's time to birth something new. Now is the time to see that shift, to bring about what you want, to grow it, to cultivate it with your time and your energy, right? But I feel like this has eluded my message 3s, this movement, this momentum, this energy of things are going to change and grow and become better and more in alignment with what I want and need. This energy is no longer going to elude you. The energy is showing up for you this week so that you can start to move towards it. Again, slow but steady transformation is on the cards for you. But I keep being pulled to this card. This has been really difficult for you. Almost like a little bit of guilt there. Like, I can't just not do all the things that I normally do for everybody. I can't just make this time in my life about me and what I want, need, desire, what I want to grow. You absolutely can. It's hard to find balance. I totally recognize that. But now is the time to figure that out, because I feel like, Spirit's saying we're calling you to use the amazing gifts and talents you have, to know and understand that this is a perfect time to get going with it. The world needs it. Others need the gifts and talents that you have, but they feel suppressed. It definitely feels like you should be using them and utilizing them more, but your mundane day-to-day life is holding you back from doing that. It just feels so impossible. But know that there's this offering showing up for you this week with positive energy, luck on your side, a great time for networking and meeting potential people who could help you to catalyze whatever this new thing is that's going to cause momentum and movement in a positive direction. Utilizing your talents is showing up for you this week. So really be open to it. Say yes to yourself. And know that it's very divinely orchestrated, it feels here for my message 3s. Like, now is the time. I just want to say, don't talk yourself out of these positive things. You know, where you get really excited about it showing up for you, and then you start going into, well, I can't because, but what if, you know, it's just too hard, it's going to be just too impossible. No, really say yes to this energy showing up for you guys. Yeah, it's this, I keep getting this feeling of needing to be seen more, needing to allow yourself to kind of step into the light. It feels like you're usually in the shadows a bit. You move in the shadows and you're always doing these beautiful things in the shadows, but now it's time for you to be out of the shadow and into the light, showcasing what you have to offer this world, and seeing that that change, transformation, and momentum starts for you now. Boundaries. Okay, let's just cap this off with a couple messages here. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life, right? Taking a moment to pause and really see and then feel into, what do I really want? What is holding me back? Why do I keep saying no to myself, right? I feel like it's connected to that energy here for my message threes. So give yourself over to maybe some meditation, or just going for a quiet walk by yourself where you can really be alone with your thoughts and try to get into that energy of self-awareness and understanding what's stopping you. Yeah. Okay. And we've got advancement. Nice. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Yeah. Message three. I just feel like you've been putting yourself, your wants, your needs, your desires on the back burner for far too long. Pause, stop, consider why you keep doing this to yourself. Create those healthy boundaries, because universe is showing up for you in a huge way this week. It's like that it has your back, and it's like, we see you, we see the gifts that you have to offer, the talents that you have. It hasn't shown any momentum, right? Again, I think giving yourself away energy, right? Really taking care of everyone else but yourself has been part of the issue here. And if you want to see forward momentum, if you want to really lean into this amazing energy that's showing up for you with luck being on your side, now is the time. You will see that advancement, but start here with, where do I need healthy boundaries? Observe in your mind what stops you from creating these, and then it's like things start to unstick and unfurl, and then momentum starts to be had. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have a fantastic week. And I think that the word for you this week is no to others and yes to, or words, I should say, no to others and yes to yourself. Take care, guys. Hello, message 4. Lots of synchronistic energy showing up this week, so I keep being curious, what's the next message going to bring? Is it going to be similar? There's definitely a pattern emerging here for this week's messages. Property. A property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transactions. That's interesting. Property. Okay. So this is very much connected to, obviously, home, moving home, receiving a new home, leaving a home. It could even be property purchased through a job, or as a connected to family, you know, like family property, like inheritance. We shall see what else comes out with that. And remember, this is also giving a bit of a heads up, a bit of a warning to be careful with security concerns in any transactions. Like, it's sort of like saying, read the fine print. Really make sure that you read the fine print and understand what it is that you're potentially signing up for, signing away, etc. answers. Nice. So if there's been some blind spots for my message fours here, I think I said message four. Yes, message four. Sorry about that, guys. Answers. Yeah. Answers showing up for you guys around this energy of property, a move that you've wanted to make, or again, if it's inheritance, I don't know why I keep feeling like that, but a property purchase or sale. Yeah. So where there's some blind spots around this or security concerns, it looks like answers are going to show up for you this week. So really be open to them. And again, I keep wanting to say read the fine print just in case. Okay. Compassion. This has shown up in so many of the readings this week. It's in the challenge position. So we shall see what else comes out with that to see why we're receiving it like this. Protection. Okay. Protection. Talent. Wow. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like I need to look at the underbelly of this deck for you guys. Love. Okay. That's also showing up a lot. Love. All right. So it looks to me like my message fours have been sitting on a difficult energy connected to money, to finances, to property. There are worries, there are concerns, and I almost feel like for some of you, there might be other people involved, like family members in some kind of way, and there's been a lot of frustration, irritation, anger around it, where compassion has not been brought into the situation and needs to be brought into it to make the situation more balanced and healthy and whole. With protection coming out here as you know, a direct message from Spirit, do not worry that you're going to find yourself in any kind of a situation that you can't get out of, or that you're going to be in any kind of financial trouble, or that this situation isn't going to work out for you. You're being protected around it. So if there's fears there, I feel like Spirit's popped in to say, this is not something that we want you to expend your energy on. We've got you. Answers are coming. They're forthright. You need to bring your compassion to the table, as well as whatever gifts and talents you have in regards to these kinds of situations. It could be that you have the know-how, the wisdom. Maybe you're a real estate agent, or you have the ability and capacity to be a really good mediator, because I'm getting that energy as well. Some of you are really good at bringing in the diplomacy and the answers and kind of getting everybody to get back to center and focus on what's necessary and needed at the time. But it looks like the talent that you have in regards to that, whether it be real estate, mediator, bringing balance to a difficult situation, has been sort of put on the back burner. I get this feeling that some of you have been dealing with people who have been very angry, frustrated, anything but kind, and you're losing that sense of compassion for the situation. I think that Spirit Universe is highlighting the need to bring it back in, to remember that you have this gift and ability to be a good mediator, to bring in the peace, to be the diplomatic one, that you do have wisdom and know-how around this situation. Again, I feel like some of you could just have a lot of insight and wisdom around real estate, or even contracts. You know, maybe that's something that you're really good at, reading through the fine print, contracts, understanding them, whatever it is. This week, it looks to me like answers are going to come around that kind of a situation. Bring compassion, diplomacy, know that you're safe and protected. So try to put fear to the side if that's something that's been really difficult for you, and bring in these gifts that you have. This message is feeling a lot more clear cut and in flow. Like, yeah, it's just very flow. In flow. Okay, I am going to cap this off with a couple of messages. Also, you know, I'm really drawn to this man's, he's got the one blue eye open there. Intuitively knowing what to do, I think, here as well for some of my message 4 choosers. It's like, you know what to do, you have the answers, and it might be that you're, again, dealing with some difficult people who aren't willing to listen, but I also feel like you have the capacity to say the right thing and do the right thing to get them to listen. So don't discount any intuitive hits that you get around the situation. I feel like they are going to be accurate and divinely guided. Strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. I love that. That's just sort of like, again, confirmation that all is well. Answers are coming. You're protected. Bring back that diplomatic, compassionate, I've got this energy, and everything will go much smoother. Stay strong in that. Again, it says you are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. And I was so attracted to this gentleman's blue eye here. So I think you definitely have the capacity to connect to higher mind. You're far more intuitive than maybe others even realize, or yourself for that matter. Either way, it's saying that you have the capacity to connect to divine wisdom. So give yourself over to that because it's going to provide you with some answers. Just trust the answers that show up for you. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. Yeah. You have an inner knowing of what to do, but when you're dealing with difficult situations and people, especially when there's money and property and contracts involved, it can get very chaotic and imbalanced. It's time to go within and bring that balance back for yourself and for whoever else this is involving. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you all have a fantastic week. And if nothing else, I feel like this message was to let you know all is okay. All is well. You don't need to keep worrying about this or feeling unsafe around this. We've got you. Just lean in to what we're bringing to you to show you how to navigate this so that everything turns out a-okay. And they are saying that it will. A positive outcome is assured. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Take care, guys.